Hi, I just wanted to create a quick video to show you how to sign up for a Google email that is more personalized for your business. So the first thing you want to do, and we call that G Suite. So you want to go to gsuite.google.com. Okay, and then when you get there, you can either click Get Started up here or down here. So I'm going to click Get Started. I'm going to go full screen so you can see. All right, so hit next to tell you about your business. So I'm going to do it for a company I'm working with. Okay, all right, and number of employees. I'm just going to put one. Only one person is going to be using it from their business. So that can affect the price. So you may want to just click just you unless you have other people that are going to use it. Okay, let's wait a minute. Okay, and then it asks where is your business located. I'm in the United States. If you're not, you're going to want to choose your country. Okay, then hit next. Okay, what is your current email address? I am going to actually pause for a second and then we'll get to the next screen. Okay, does your business have a domain? If you don't have a domain, you will need to get a domain. So if you would like to find out how to get a domain, then go ahead and put it in the comments below and I will make a video to show you how to get a domain. Okay, so we'll walk you through verifying that your business owns this domain later. Okay, so 1 second and I'll type in my domain name. Okay, Idaho Property Restoration.com. Okay, next, and you can buy a domain from Google right here. So I don't know if you saw that, but at that page, you can actually buy a domain from Google, which makes it really easy. So if you don't have a domain, that might be the best way to get it. Okay, then, okay, I'll be the administrator. So because I'm actually doing this for a client, put my name in here. Okay, pause for a second. Okay, now it's asking me for a username and it's going to have Idaho Property Restoration. So I'm just going to use my name. I can go back and do other aliases later. If I need to work for my client, then that's my name that I will use. And I'll put the password. See, it needs to be at least 8 characters. So, right. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and save that. Okay, then I have to prove I'm not a robot. Vehicles, and there are none. Street signs. See if I can get them all. All right, so I'm not a robot. Okay, agree and create account. You do have a free trial, so if you change your mind, you can always cancel the account. Okay, waiting. There we go. Okay, so now I have Lori at idahopropertyrestoration.com working with Gmail. You can actually have 10 different beginnings, but they all have to end with idahopropertyrestoration.com. Okay, so that makes it nice if you have other people who are using it or you can use it for different reasons. Then you can choose, they call them aliases. You can choose a different alias. Okay, so now it's going to ask me to set up my business account, add people to it, verify my domain, and set up an email. Okay. So I'm not going to add any users because I don't want to pay additional. Just so you know, it costs more if you have more users. So I'm not going to add anyone. If you have people, I think it's $5 per person. Otherwise, it's just $5 period. So I'm going to stick with just me for right now. You can always go back and add people later. Okay, and then I'm going to need to verify my domain. If you bought your domain through Google, you don't need to verify it. But if you bought it off of Google's site, then you're going to need to verify it. Okay, so they've already detected that it's at GoDaddy. Okay, so to do is just click verify. Then I'm going to have to log into my GoDaddy account. So I'm going to pause for a minute and do that. Okay, so what just happened was I logged into my GoDaddy. GoDaddy already has an affiliation with Google. Most of your major domain sites will. Again, if you bought it through Google, you're already good to go. When I got to GoDaddy, it just said that Google was trying to use my domain. Is it okay if, and to get permission? And all I had to do was click verify in GoDaddy. And as you can see, it probably popped up while you were looking. It said domain verification email setup is complete. Right? So then you can pick a business plan. I just get G Suite Basic, but if you need more storage or some backup emails, I just use the least expensive because that works for me right now. If you have a larger company, you can contact Google and they will actually help you set up a plan that matches yours. So I'm going to, you can see which one they prefer, but I'm actually just going to choose the smaller package. It's worked well for me so far, so I'm going to stick with that. All right, so I have one user, and then click continue and it will take you in to pay. I'll go ahead and do that. And I've agreed to the terms of the G Suite. You can read all those terms. Basically, it says that Google will know everything about you forever in exchange for using their email, which is just pretty much the standard Google agreement. They do have a lot of access to your emails and to what you do, so that's something you have to consider. It's kind of a trade-off. That's probably why it's so inexpensive. You can also get this kind of specialized email through your domain site, through hosting sites and other places. This is just kind of the easiest, and I've found pretty much the least expensive. Since I have Gmail account, Google already knows everything about me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now I am to the payment page, and I put in more personal information and then give them the payment options. We've already come through all of the main checkpoints. From this point forth, it's pretty self-explanatory. You may want to do this before you go to Google My Business or do any other directory listings, because you want to make sure that the email you use on that is the one that you stick with. So I actually might change one of my aliases to info or support at idahorestoration.com, Idaho Restoration Company, or I may have, claims at, so you can work around the aliases to meet your needs. So you do have 10 choices. Okay, so that concludes this tutorial. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box below, and I will be glad to answer you and help you out. Thank you.